time.
Welcome back, LBCC Esports fans. We have a very, very fun game today. Our two League of Legends teams happen to be put into the same division for the league that we play in, NACE. And so we're doing a little in-house. This is the week that we were supposed to be playing against each other. Everyone's set up right outside. A lot of really fun energy. They're sitting on opposite sides of the room. And yeah, they all know all of their picks. They all know all of their bans. So these games are going to be super interesting. We're already about halfway through draft. If we want to throw that up on screen, it's looking a bit crazy. It feels like I was ignored when it comes to drafting rules because we're just slamming 80 support instead of saving support for a later pick. Looks like we're cosplaying a little Noxus. We're doing a little fun Noxus themed red side draft here, which is absolutely amazing. As soon as the map changes, really, really cool. Look at those mid bans. That's crazy. This is Micah. Micah is going to be the blue side mid laner. That's kind of a red side's focused. LBCC Red's focused against LBCC Black is definitely the mid laner Micah. He's known to be a bit of a coin flip. This guy's either going 0-10 or 20-0. I think the amount of games he's been putting in over the last couple of weeks have kind of made the 20-0 a bit more consistent and the 0-10s a little bit more rare. But I mean, they just need to throw a fourth ban at him. The problem is that he plays a lot of champs, and just about everyone he plays kind of takes games over. And so, yeah, they need to just throw 4 bans, and I think they need to last pick mid as well. I mean, just get a counter for mid, and everything should be fine. Zed? Does he play Zed?
Not that I know of.
He does not. I don't even think he plays Zed. So red side's looking a bit lost right now in the draft. I think we have heavy engaged melee. I mean,
got a lot of circles.
Yeah.
Jarvan traps him in. Jhin, Nami, immobile. Garner technically can get out, but it's not likely.
What do you go here?
Orianna is what I'm assuming, because a red side's mid laner. There it is.
Yep, Jarvan, Orianna.
League of Circles.
Yeah. What do they pick up? What does blue side pick up? Swain, and then you're blinding top, like Swain Shen, Swain Kale. You just play with Skarner, Swain frontline, Nami peels for 2 carries.
That's Micah's champ pool, possibly the Hui.
Oh yeah, yes. Wait, does he even play Swain?
He plays a tiny bit.
I think into triple melee, Swain's pretty good. Into Orianna and lane, I have no idea how that matchup. Is that a good matchup or a bad matchup for Swain? Swain into Orianna?
Orianna, if played well, can bully him out of lane, but as soon as he hits level 6...
Vigar?
Oh, Vigar?
I think that's troll. We're picking one of the most immobile mid laners into Jarvan, Rel, Samira, Orianna. Why did we pick Vigar? That doesn't make any sense. I guess Cage stops like a couple of the engage, but do they not just wait it out?
Corey's on his signature Shen.
Yeah, the Shen's a comfort pick. We're going to counter with what? What counters Shen really, really well?
I wonder if we're going to see the Vladimir come out. And
yeah.
There it is.
Yep. Okay.
High damage, very explosive comp from Red. And Team Blue wants to get the picks. Try to catch him out before objective even spawns.
This is insane. Yeah, this is so... Last second goes to Mordekaiser.
Last second to Mordekaiser.
Who does he pull in team fights? You just get rid of Skarner.
You can get rid of Skarner or Shen.
Yeah,
no more frontline.
Yeah.
If Veigar gets fed.
Yeah.
You just take him.
I mean, Jarvan Oriana into Vigar Nami Jin, that's like just any flash ults on two of them. Oh my gosh. This is kind of looking doomed. I'm not going to lie. It is not looking great for Team Blue. I mean, you have to win early game pretty hard, right? I mean,
Maybe Micah's coin flip. Luck favors him today.
yeah. But on Vigar, that's not like you don't take over games with Vigar.
If you get an early takedown, the extra stacks can snowball pretty hard.
That's true.
And then you start getting to the break points where you can one-shot casters early and just snowball your tempo.
All
and
right.
although Red gets in very hard, the cage does block off the Jarvan EQ, the Rel engage,
Yeah.
Samira dash, as long as they don't have flashes up.
Yeah. What do you think is like first target? What do you think is the most important thing that Veigar should cage? And then like what does Team Red hold? Yeah, LBCC Red is on red side. We have black on blue side, and I think because we're gonna call them Team Black and Team Red from now on. I think Team Black. I mean, Vigar just holds for Jarvan, right?
Team Black really needs to set up before the objectives. If they're in a bush, Shentant, Veigar cage, Skarner, Kidnap, like they have a very heavy burst comp. Can pick one target out and delete them. And then Team Red playing a 4v5 is at a significant disadvantage.
Yeah, I still don't think it's horrible though. Like if they get rid of either Jarvan or Rel, the other one can still accomplish the same job.
Yes.
It does have to be like a good combo though. Like if we're messing up the Oriana Rel or Oriana Jarvan combo and Samira can't like walk up to clean up, I think that's when they lose fights. I do like ease of execution for pretty much both of these teams. Nobody's playing some like insanely hard champ, which is good.
Another positive from Team Black's draft, they have plenty of ways to stop Samira's ult. The Skarner, ENR, Veigar cage, and the Shentant all go through the wind wall and are fairly quick. Although if they are holding those abilities for Samira, then they're going to lack any sort of a real engage.
Yeah. A lot of Team Red's damage is up front as well. Like the Oriana Jarvan or the Oriana Rel combo can burst a target,
and then Mordekaiser, their last hope for cleaning up the fight.
Yeah. No, I don't really. What if you had to fit yourself in and play in one of these comps? Which side would you feel more comfortable playing on? Would you rather play Team Red or Team Black's comp?
I would personally prefer Team Reds.
Yeah, I think so too.
Jarvan has so many ways he can play this. He can path to top because Mordekaiser can just pull in Shen and walk him down. Playing for bot, getting Samira an early double, she takes away the game. Hitting level 6, roaming with Oriana for the skirmishes, just so unpredictable compared to Team Black.
I 100% agree. I would much rather slot myself into Team Red's comp. I think it's just so simple. It's so easy. You just one of the engage tools presses flash R, Oriana presses R, and then Samira and Mordekaiser kind of walk up to clean up. And like you have to get rid of one target. If you get rid of Vigar, the fight's won. If you get rid of the Jhin, the fight's won. And Mordekaiser can pretty much ult anyone, and it's pretty favorable. I think the last person you want to ult is probably the Nami, but Nami should never even be close enough for Mordekaiser to ult. I mean, he gets rid of one tank. You can't stop two people to engage, and Orianna just kind of like sits between Jarvan and Rel, and then whichever side the Shen isn't peeling from, the other person can go in.
I do also really like the Orianna and Mordekaiser synergy, although it's not as obvious. If Mordekaiser's walking through the front of the fight, Orianna speeding him in because he's an immobile juggernaut, he can get onto the targets that way. Or Orianna with her ball for zone control, just stalling out the fight until Mordekaiser's able to get a flank.
Yeah.
In case Veigar ends up snowballing, he can just get the flank, ult him, and now they don't have their pretty much only source of damage. Because the Jhin is going to struggle greatly into Rel, Jarvan, Mordekaiser.
Yeah. He kind of like, he doesn't even want to show up to fights. He just wants to sit behind a wall and press R. But then it's like, who's setting up for him to like execute somebody with ult? Not really anyone on the team. It's like they played, it's like Shen, Skarner, Vigar, Nami. That's like, I feel like you really need a hyper carry, and Jhin isn't that hyper carry. But then you also like, I don't know.
Yeah, I would have liked to see the play from Team Black's mid laner. He has been putting a lot of games on that.
Yeah.
Maybe the recent nerfs have scared him away.
Yeah, I mean, what are you playing to Team Red? If you were to redraft for Team Blue, if you had to like swap out one or two champs, what do you think would be the upgrade they need to like win?
Swain for sure.
Yeah, I think Swain would have been really nice.
3.5 melee champions.
Mm-hmm.
And then possibly swap the ADC around into some sort of damage.
Yeah. I mean, also with Skarner, you think like double tank topside is fine? Don't you normally want, like, when you go Skarner, don't you normally want support on tank and top is one of the people dealing damage?
Shen does deal way more damage than you would expect.
Yeah.
He has one of the strongest early games. The level 1 and 2 are super deadly.
Yeah.
He gains 50% attack speed when he lands his Q for 3 autos, grass proc, percent max HP.
Yeah. Little pause to start off the game. Don't exactly know what the issue is. I'm assuming somebody can't hear. Like a couple of times when you're bringing in your own headset to the lab, it takes a while to set up and get the audio going.
We do see the Ignite coming in from Shen, looking to punish the Mordekaiser's weaker early game.
If Blue lane swaps, that would be really... I don't think they will. If Blue lane swaps, I actually think that's huge. Shen will never die into Samira Rel. They cannot poke him out because of how short range they are. I feel like if Blue side lane swaps, it is perfectly fine.
I think the lane swap is fine.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is Team Black is playing more around mid.
Yeah.
So they aren't going to be able to get the advantage compared to having like a Misfortune with the early game damage. And Team
they're both
Red. Veigar is bot side though, so it's going to be a 5v4.
They're all going 5
team.
top? No way.
Is this Earth?
No way. Level
Are we playing
1, 5
Earth?
top?
Kel Gaming drops?
And they get first blood.
First
Are we
blood?
serious? Oh my gosh. This is so bad.
Samira and
so
Mordekaiser
bad.
pick up a kill. Shen and Skarner are down a flash.
Why are you playing level 1 with Vigar on your team?
Well, I get the all chat coming through. You what? XD Lamau, great minds, am I right?
That is
the friendly banter coming through.
That's not Blue. I think Blue needs to swap here. I think if they go to lane and they play it out, it's just going to be so unfavorable.
Team Red pinged the Shen Ignite when he in fact has it up, but I do not think it is enough. Wait, Mordekaiser did not shop.
What does he get? What's 3. He just gets boots. See magical footwear? No, you never
No.
go that on Mordekaiser. Why did he not buy anything?
He did get the assist gold too, so he could have sold his potions for Darkseal if he didn't have enough. Yeah, early health and the snowballing
Yeah,
with the kill and assist.
I don't understand why he's doing that.
And Shen forced to start taunt level 1. It's a semi-even trade-off.
Just no lane pressure anymore.
Yeah. And then Mordekaiser is now able to get the shove, and Shen is notorious for his bad wave clear. Going to be playing from behind for the foreseeable future, especially without teleport to bail him out.
Are Nami Jin supposed to get shoved in there?
Mira has no sum, Zarel has no ignite. Longsword.
The audio settings. Having a little bit of trouble with audio. Just gonna get that fixed real quick.
Garner is pathing topside towards his Shen.
Yeah, Mord's pushed in. Shen has 1 CS. This was our counter. This was our counter, and Mordekaiser didn't buy anything, so it's not like he has some huge advantage.
Of all champs to only have 1 CS on, Shen's not the worst. He still has utility no matter what. Nami
Wow.
Flash comes through a bit too late, taking 80% of her health.
Yeah.
But Jin is able to get a good trade back with the ward in the bush. Rel's ignite is back up, and no flash on the side of Nami.
Yeah, they could just commit. Rel still has flash. I think next
Jarvan
time
and
W's
Skarner
up.
are about to meet on the top scuttle. With Jarvan getting there a bit earlier.
Top has shoves, so Skarner should just back off and go straight bot here.
Top scuttle goes to the side of Team Red. Mid laner back, but Jarvan is going deep and decides to back off.
Little poke. Just a
Will he
little
go
poke.
for the double scuttle that he loves, or will he go for the tempo reset?
I mean, if he is
That's fine.
calling for it, bot side could start walking
We see
up.
the ping coming from Team Red, and the assistance on bot scuttle.
I
Both
don't think we
junglers do have smite up, but Team Black is fighting.
Do you think you don't? If jungle's going for double scuttle, do you not fight bot lane there? Because bot took a fight and they lost, and bot side got pushed. So if it's like, if mid doesn't rotate there and the play's any slower, like Skarner delays Jarvan, their jungler's just dead there.
Yeah, if bot side just gets a shove, rotates up, then Jarvan can help them crash a wave while waiting for Gromp to respawn. They get a nice little reset.
Yeah, they could have.
Samira still, although she has a longsword, she does not have her flash from the level 1 play. Samira is forced to farm under tower versus a Jhin with 4th shot. Does she have wind wall up?
We have
Jin's baiting
support
it, and
jungle coming.
wind wall does not come through. The root misses.
I think he stopped for one too many autos right there. Yeah, he should get knocked up.
Jarvan
See-
has flash, but Skarner's here for the counter gank.
Oh my god.
Flash out by Jhin.
Do we see
Skarner
it?
gets a kidnap into the wall. It does not matter.
Top is fighting, so we're cutting top lane. No way.
Mordekaiser takes tower shot. Sure. He does have a flash. I wonder, will he fall for the greed of Q flash?
Did you see why that gank didn't work? Did you see Jarvan's pathing? Instead of clicking in front, he clicked on the actual character, and so he walked in like a curve instead of in a straight line to cut him off. And so many junglers do that, and it is so annoying. If you just click in front of them and walk in a straight line, that gank works every single time.
Luckily, he still got the flash out by Jhin,
Yeah.
and no summoners went down to the side of Team Red. Garner seems to be pathing up towards Burrows with Shen recalling. Shen will hit level 6 off this next wave if he goes for it.
Okay. I don't think Vigar not looking so hot in this
Skarner
matchup.
coming in mid. But Orianna has flash.
Flash out. No.
Oh!
So close. Trade back is actually so close.
If she flashed downwards,
Yeah.
got one more auto off, I think she would have been able to get the kill and possibly live, not thinking the Veigar combo.
So close. Smire's wasting a lot of time just walking back and forth
Mordekaiser
between
does
the
have
lanes.
ult.
You just pick target before anything else happens.
Oh, the roam by Rel. Solo
Ooh.
kills the Veigar to claim feats of warfare.
No, it's more about to get a
Mordekaiser ult
double.
on Skarner.
No.
Shen taunt comes through, dodging the E,
Oh
but
no.
now has no escape.
Okay, good. Didn't go any further.
Oh.
We're walking back up? We don't have TP. We need to reset as soon as possible. You can't like overstay, especially when other top laners are running TP. Interesting start to this game.
They're right by on the grubs. Is low. Has the
Amazing
Hex
roaming.
Flash. And with the Jarvan damage and Mordekaiser staying, could possibly hear another kill on this level 5 Skarner.
Does Blake go for a 2v1?
He
I
is
would love
level
to see-
6
yeah.
with 2 sums versus a level 5 bot lane.
I would love to see Samir go for a 1v2 here. I think it's doable before they hit 6. It should be this
Both
wave.
the CC's down. The Windwall misses, making it so he cannot quickly combo for ult, unfortunately. There's on the Raptors pathing down, potentially looking for a dive after hitting level 6, but Oriana's roaming both to cover it and to bell Samira out. The root comes through, barrier comes out. Ult on Jin, Shen ult comes in. Will they notice it?
Back up. Back up. Oh, it got stopped.
Got cancelled. I think I would have liked to see the Shen ult go through and Mordekaiser punish the lack of teleport, considering that the play was already over. Shen does seem to be going for the Hollowed Radiance build, looking to play more lane focus instead of Heartsteel and or roaming the map. But the cloak to Rylai's is not looking good. Mordekaiser heals it all back up. Oriana has no ult.
Just straight up
Big
walk
gets
straight through the
canceled.
ward. He hasn't even swapped a scanner yet. That's unbelievable. I mean, I didn't think the game was gonna go like this. First 10 minutes of the game, they're already up like 2.5K gold. I thought it was gonna be so much closer, especially early game.
I just noticed a tier came through first back by Oriana, and it's already stacked more than the Veigar, who got it starting, I believe. Both sides are looking for the more defensive. Oriana's Seraphs can stop the Veigar burst. That's a huge win for Team Red.
Oh, I wanted to see that bot dive so bad. I think we do not
Oriana
dive
ult's
enough.
still down for 20 seconds though, unfortunately.
Yeah, we do not dive enough, and I think that would have not gone well. I think if that play actually happened, especially because we don't have Oriana ult, I don't think that play would have gone super well. That's why I would have loved to see it. Maybe they can pull it off.
Skarner's topside, Jarvan's bot. I don't believe a Skarner gank will turn in the favor of Team Black.
Oh, nice. Good engage. Hold him in.
The heal flash ult coming from Nami.
That's two
to the
turret shots
wind
we
wall.
took.
The turret shot dealing the majority of Samira's
Yeah,
health.
we don't take that last turret shot, we can definitely go forward there. I mean, like flash out OR.
With the new season ramping up turrets faster, that is very deadly.
Yeah,
Do have flash, comes through after baiting Skarner in.
it's very good to flash early there. It does not happen a lot. He got the ult facing backwards. He knows. That's the Mordtech. No escape.
Rylai's no way to escape.
90 to 35. I think
Oriana
this is...
ult comes but flings Veigar
nice.
backwards. Veigar flash ults.
Okay.
Kill for kill with the flash.
Respectable 1-for-1, and you get a
It's-
flash.
Not too bad for Team Black, honestly. Like, yes, Veigar had to burn flash, but their carry got a kill.
You can't take all of
Morale's
them. You
too
have to
low.
dodge. You have to dodge one. No.
Oh, the wind wall comes
Oh, it's.
quarter of a second too late.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Too Many Planes is playing this so well. I actually think he's playing this lane really well. Huge disadvantage. Like, the first 3 levels went really poorly for them, and he's, like, finding a lead.
Bot. Wonder if Samira not taking 2 tower shots would have changed the outcome.
Yeah, I think they get a shove in there, and they get a reset. Instead, has to sit in a turn and farm.
Skarner's bot Jarvan's topside, but instead of securing the 6 grubs, he opts to the recall. Will he contest the Drake, or will he go for the grubs?
Yeah, I think lane swap, we have to go grubs.
We have vision on the Skarner, so it is on Jarvan to make the call.
Is this third objective too? We have 3 grubs, 1 drag. Yeah, so this is for feats.
Yes. If Team Red trades an objective, they're guaranteed feats.
Yep.
Unless a Veigar is able to make a miracle still on 1 grub.
Yeah,
It
Mordekaiser
does not
pushed off
seem-
Skarner there too. They're not even trading anything. Nothing's even getting traded. They're basically getting grubs for free because Mordekaiser walked up and Skarner had to walk out. They're fighting this? They're roaming up for this? They have everything up. Don't you? Oh. Go.
They're trying to secure the grub.
Justin Flash R.
Oh. Zero decisiveness from the side of Team Red is going to turn what looked to be a wonderful fight into a terrible outcome.
Yeah, nobody pulling the trigger is crazy. You built an entire team. You built an entire team comp around 1 of 2 people have to press Flash R, and then you just. Oh my god!
Dylan with the steal, and he gets out with the flash, securing feats. Shen ult comes through bot.
Oh my god! Are we trading feats for a shutdown on our top laner? Is he gonna flash taunt?
The drag back, the Jhin ult.
Oh, what a good
the
ult! And he
Mordekaiser
sidesteps
ult.
it. There's no way.
He holds in the ult to delay the Jhin ult, and he does.
He taunts it.
He has flash Q. Will he go for it? He does. Barrier comes out by Jhin, but it does not matter. Veigar's coming, no ult, so the assassination attempt will not go through.
Oh my gosh.
And top lane is abandoned by both teams.
Legitimately, everything just went wrong for them. They got the last grub stolen for feats. Mordekaiser not only survives, but get a double kill after tanking like 4 turret shots.
And a barrier coming down. Flash coming down.
Oh, Shen ult, Shen flash. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Team Black played the grub fight so well until the steal.
Yeah.
And then we're not content with giving up the play on the other side of the map.
Oh my gosh, that is so horrible. Early game went so bad. I thought Jhin getting the lead into Samira Rel looked really good, and then the grub fight looked really good. I thought there was going to be a mid game where it swaps from red side advantage to blue side, and then everything went wrong. Picking up a drag here. They have such a large lead now. What is that? It's a 4K gold lead.
2 Drakes, 6 grubs, feats. Although on the bright side for Team Black, their play of Veigar caging and Skarner kidnapping the immobile mage mid, which has little counterplay for Orianna unless she's able to react early, has been going well for them.
Yeah, which is, that's why they picked the Veigar.
Yes.
Oh, they don't know that they're here. Do you just leave? Yeah, I think Samira just walks away. They pick up a free kill. It's traded for a turret topside. Mid is still in like a complete stalemate. Nobody's pushing either lane. Junglers have been mid so much.
Buys the locket. This is going to swing fights quite heavily. The Moonstone, very defensive option from the Nami instead of the Imperial Mandate, which is her staple item. Versus a locket and Merc treads on Varel.
Yeah, and Mordekaiser has such a lead that they need 3 people to kill him. And I think anytime they send 3 people to him, it's going to be a trade as well. Oh.
I do not know if that teleport from Mordekaiser was necessary.
No, but at least they guarantee a trade.
Samira gets a
here.
reset and is able to catch either the mid or top wave, depending on how they want to play it. Mordekaiser has the bot push. Shen recalls with ult up, potentially looking for a play, and he cancels his back. I wonder if he's missing a bit of gold for his Hollowed Radiance. Once Shen gets that item, his wave clear goes from non-existent to pretty okay, and will allow him to actually play sideways and make it to objectives.
I do not love that fight there, especially when all of the Fed carries are on the other side of the map. I think that needed to be delayed.
Veigar ult comes out, but the Seraph's Embrace will.
That was a really good Skarner ult.
And Samira ult comes through.
Instantly
no Veigar
canceled from what?
Was it the Shen taunt?
Gets 5 stacks again.
Another
and he resets.
Ult, but
no,
the damage will not be enough.
Rod of Ages makes you so tanky. That item is crazy.
Skarner rushed Fimbulwinter instead of the Heartsteel. Very interesting decision.
Yeah.
Lacking a bunch of damage. Heartsteel able to stack early, while Fimble.
And Team Black picks up 3. That's nice. I mean, what do you think?
I wish we were able to see the gold on the Veigar, because while they are behind 3,000 gold, Veigar has almost the entirety of their gold.
Yeah, he's a big difference maker. It feels like they have to play fights so well now.
And even though Orianna is behind in kills because the mid jungle duo that is hard to escape, she has been making a big impact in these fights, landing ults on 2 or 3 targets, and then comboing that into more circle ults.
Yeah, I think every fight but the first one was really good, and I mean the only people you can blame for that is was it Jarvan and Rel that were
yes.
just sitting in? Yeah, they
Jarvan
didn't commit to
was
anything.
focusing on grubs. I believe what may have happened. Oh, the flash coming from Veigar. I like the Mordekaiser ult to remove the Veigar cage immediately, because it is in the normal realm instead of the death realm. And the shutdown goes to the 8-0 Mordekaiser. I'm still having tier 1 boots even with feats.
That is, I mean, Veigar played that as good as you possibly could. Does Quinn get out? Ooh!
Nice little sidestep on the kidnap.
A slick escape.
But back to what we were talking to, I believe the cause on the grub fight, Jarvan was wanting to finish a grubs because he knew that if they finish it, that was quick feats for a nice power spike. So then Rel was reluctant to engage. Unfortunately, they do not have the luxury. Ooh, the Orianna ult misses, dodges the Skarner E, but the ult comes through. The Shen taunt, and she does not have flash. But Drake is spawning soon, and they just use Skarner ult.
Yeah.
And sent to top to deal with the Orianna, who, yeah, she has impact, but she is not worth any gold at this point.
Yeah, it was really good to waste their time topside. Got a really good setup.
And the 1,000 gold goes to Veigar right before the Drake comes up.
And we're hitting turret with no wave in front of 3 people and drags coming up?
Team Black has Shen ult and Veigar teleport. But
we do not
Drake
fight
still
here. We have 2 dead people.
Shen ult comes through, Nami ult disengages, and the Jarvan flag and drag misses. Exhaust comes through on the Jarvan instead of the Samira, but it does not matter.
Orianna's coming back, but no ult. Final shot.
Okay, the Rel shield blocks Jin's 4th shot. Will Orianna Samira be able to wave clear? It is looking like no. The 3-man ult.
That's really, really good Orianna.
But Samira was backing off and does not commit to the engage.
Cleared the wave. They're all too low to continue walking forward. Mordekaiser burns tele. Wait. He TP'd there.
We are seeing some very suspicious teleports
Yeah.
from Mordekaiser this game,
Yeah.
giving over the shutdown to Veigar. Also, the one person you cannot afford to get gold.
I don't know. Do you think you'd call that win trading or just an accident?
A happy little accident.
Okay. Yeah, I figured. All right, let's look at stats. CS in the top lane. That is wild. That is a bit crazy. Shen doing his absolute best in the counter pick. Jungle, as expected, he was trying to help his lanes out, trying to stabilize them. So he was just sitting in lanes for like 5 minutes this game. Veigar doing Veigar things. Big stacks, big gold. Almost hit the 3-item power spike before anyone else in this game, besides the Mordekaiser, of course. Bot side looks pretty even. So it looks like it's Veigar versus Mordekaiser as of right now, and it's kind of just like who can play team fights better. If Team Red does not pull the trigger, then Team Black will win these team fights, kind of like what we just saw. Mordekaiser overextends, we're not pulling the trigger, Orianna isn't there, and the team fight's lost.
4 top. Nothing is going on mid. Bot lane is being shoved out.
Yeah, this is...
And Shen gets the kill this time. Otacon is up. No teleport from the side of Mordekaiser.
Yeah, it's crazy that they walk mid here. I mean, you only need to send one,
Stops mid.
right? Oh, bot's getting pushed
Bot's
out.
getting
So
pushed
2 have
too.
to reset. 3 cannot do Otacon, though.
Orianna is pushing bot and has teleport, so if someone respawns bot,
can
Veigar's the
imagine
only
go
one
top, yeah.
with teleport, and then they give up all presence at Otacon. Shen
Yeah.
doesn't have ult up.
Was Veigar, Nami, Skarner?
Talking about builds, though, I would really like to see the heartsteal from both Shen and Skarner.
Mhm.
Like, yes, Mordekaiser has a Leandries, but Samira has a Collector that struggles into tanks. Orianna as the weak lane, as we knew from draft, opting for the defensive item, not able to ride through tanks as well as we would like. And we're just not building the health. Yeah, the Hollowed Radiance for Shen, letting him clear waves. But even with it, he's not able to clear waves. He can't walk up to ever contest Mordekaiser. He can't proxy. Heartsteel at least lets you roam and get gold value out of proccing Heartsteel.
I like this.
Teleport from Orianna. Veigar's recalling to try to buy his Rabadons before the teleport, but will he make it in time? He ends up canceling the recall to just rush the Otacon, and he gets there after it's done. And nobody walks up to contest the flowers, so all 30 go to the side of Team Red. Baron and Dragon are coming up at the same time. Team Red is on soul point, so they can afford to go for either one of these. Teleport is down for Veigar, but he does complete the Rabadons, marking a massive spike for him. Mordekaiser ult is coming up soon, and he continues pushing top. I'm assuming we are going to be looking to play for soul off of that. And on the other side, we are walking forward to the dragon, and Shen is looking to contest the top push with the ultimate to rotate.
If you're Team Red and you know that the other team is resetting before you, so they're setting up a drag early, do you just opt for the trade, knowing that if you get Baron with the amount of gold you have, it's really good for you, and it's their first drag? Or would you rather be like, we have more gold in our pockets, screw it, we're going to force this drag fight because we know we can win it?
I would like the Baron, although because the Dragon Slayer debuff is not in effect for Team Black, they can kill this Cloud Drake really quickly and roam to the Baron. And Samira, Orianna aren't the best at taking the objective, so maybe they would have been able to shred it and then rotate up. And it goes amazingly for Team Black.
Veigar just 1v9 that entire fight.
Flash coming through by Jhin. And Mordekaiser falls for the clean ace. Baron up.
That was the most insane swing I've ever seen. We overcommit onto Vigar with Flash. 1, we're not tracking cooldowns. 2, we basically overchase into Vigar, who split from his team instead of turning the fight, right? We have cut off Vigar. Vigar must run around drag. We can have one person sit and kind of like hold the entrance into drag pit, and we just take the 4v4. I also think our Mordekaiser's overstaying on side lanes. Like if he's going to sit side lanes, then we always cross map and never match. But if they're 5 stacked, right? If they're 5 stacked on drag and our Mordekaiser wants to split push top, I think we just 5 top side and just trade for Baron. Like why are we forcing drag? I think there was no reason for us to commit to that play. And I think that was a massive whiff, especially with this big of a lead. And I feel like now the game's just gonna get harder and harder with the amount of money that Vigar has now. If he is not instantly killed in these fights, it's just gonna be impossible to play out. Why are we hovering like we're gonna dive topside? Are we 4-manning topside? I mean, red side has no vision on this play, right? So they only see that there's 2 top. They need to just push out mid. Yeah, red side needs to you hard commit mid here so that they have to respond so that Mordekaiser can go back on his side lane. It's like because we're not doing anything, they're allowed to just sit top and kind of like do that play they just did. Yes, push out mid, push out bot, find a flank. Oh, it's so hard. Mordekaiser cannot clear waves, even level 17. Or double the gold topside. Jungle's even somehow, even though we're up 100 CS. Vigar 13 to 8, so we're up like 5k. That is crazy.
Alright, I was able to swap the scoreboard over to see the gold values. As we figured, Veigar has all the gold.
Mord has double the gold. That's kind of nuts.
I mean, that's what is it, 138 CS lead will do for you.
Yeah. But Jungle's almost 100 CS lead. They have the same gold. It's just 2 kills, 4 assists is like 100 CS. Team Red has to be nervous now. I mean, you can't do anything. Red can no longer do anything because of how that fight just went. I also think they played that so horribly.
Was there another fight?
Oh, it was 0 for 5.
Yeah, at the Drake.
Yeah, blue wiped them.
They just got Baron and then reset.
Yep, got Baron and reset, and then it's just been a stall. Everyone's just farming, which is good for Team Blue. Your Vigar's gonna 1v9. It's great.
Mordekaiser seems to love fighting with no vision at all.
Yeah, he's like over splitting, and then his team isn't cross mapping. There it was 5 drag, and our Mordekaiser's still top. We don't do drag there. You go push top of the Mordekaiser, or you start the top side objective where your Mordekaiser is. There was no reason for us to force that.
Spirit Visage coming through from Mordekaiser and Jarvan. Really stacking the magic resist versus Veigar. And Skarner and Shen both going Hollowed Radiant, which deals magic damage instead of their Heartsteel that deals physical damage. they are heavier on the side of magic.
Why are we looking to fight again with our Mordekaiser top side? Oh, that's why.
Oh.
Huge. That was okay. That was so well played.
Jin Flash. Flag and Dragon to Oriana and Durell ult. Beautiful.
I think you go 2 and 2, 2 mid, 2 bot, shove out both all the way to turret, and then you pick one of them, and the whole team commits to it.
Shen, Veigar, and Jin are the 3. Oh wait, no, Jin does not have it. It's just Shen and
Flash ult coming from Mordekaiser, going directly onto the Jhin. It does have a shutdown, so that is nice to get. They can't fight that anymore. They don't have any range damage other than Veigar, and Veigar's already backing out of the fight. Has to go catch
Mordekaiser
mid lane.
healing to fall off the wolves. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, set up vision and reset. Good. Vision set up. Take the reset. Walk to Baron. That Mordekaiser healing is nuts. Oh, we're full build. We're full build at 32 minutes. That's nice. And he just takes over the game now.
He gets to upgrade his boots for winning beats. Will Team Red be able to close it out now that Mordekaiser not really get much stronger? But if Veigar infinitely scales. Storm Surge coming in from Oriana, looking, I guess, realizing that Veigar's the big threat and wanting to burst him down as opposed to the Leandries to deal with the kinks.
I mean, both teams are setting up for this very well. Shen's allowed to go push out bot because he can ult into the fight. Jin's shoving out mid. I'm very happy that we know it's like shove waves and then fight. Something that we worked on for a really long time and talked about constantly.
Top, and nobody from the side of Team Black is. But top is even now.
Yep, and now blue side has mid push, and so they kind of like win this trade.
Kaiser gets deleted with no retaliation by Team Red. Team Red's running away. Oriana is top. Will she push out the top wave or back?
Yeah. This is like they're losing because they're not doing the simplest things. You have to play for mid. You have to play for mid shove before you start an objective. They gave shove away and they lost vision, and that's why the most fed person on your team died. And they don't even have their Shen there. They 4v5 won that fight because they don't have vision, because they're not warding well and they're not playing the game properly.
Looked more like a 4v1 the way Team Red played that.
Yeah, they're playing this. Yeah.
Veigar zoned off entire enemy team.
I mean, Team Black's doing amazing. I'm extremely happy at how good Team Black is playing this game out. This is definitely like, this is one of those games where mechanically, Team Red is just so much better. Like, they pretty much won in every single lane except for mid, and mid only lost because she was camped by Skarner the entire game. Like, mid was a 50-50 lane until Skarner came and ganked like 4 or 5 times.
And she still almost got the kill 1v2 onto Veigar.
Yeah. So I think this is definitely like, this is macro, right? Everybody on Team Black or Team Blue, they were down. They were pretty much all down because they just got like out mechanic, they got outlaned. And now that we're in like the macro part of the game where it's like all about the small decisions you're making as a team, like they're just getting gapped. And it's remarkable. I absolutely love that for Team Black. I think they're doing a very, very good job. I think Team Red, like, there's a lot that has to change very quickly for this game to not like snowball out of control. Because I still think they can win with their comp. Like, they have a really, really disgusting comp. They have good engage.
All it takes is one fight for either side to claim this.
Yeah, yeah. I think the next wipe might be the end of the game, if they play off of the waves correctly. If they're pushing waves before objectives and then fighting, next fight's definitely gonna decide this game.
This Dragon's coming up. If Team Red's able to claim the Cloud Soul with their comp of Press R, it will be very difficult for Team Black to come back, and they know this. Urel lands a nice engage into Veigar. He gets pulled.
Yep.
Veigar ult comes through, but is unable to break through Mordekaiser's shield. Mordekaiser falls.
Reset.
But it is.
Oh, what a good Skarner ult. Come on, Jin. Finish one off. Samira gets the reset.
And the flash reset.
Oh my
Quadra kill coming to
gosh.
Samira. And with the mid wave shoving, that might just be game. 40 seconds on the Vagar. 3 pushing mid. Cannon wave coming through with 6 grubs.
This was such a good game. This was so...
That could have gone either way.
Oh my
at any
gosh.
moment. Just on
This
the edge
was
of our
such
seats.
an amazing game. Yeah, I think that was like very well played from both sides.
I'm not disappointed in anyone's performance.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really good. All right, we're going to cut to a short break while we are waiting in between the games, and we will be right back with game 2 of the LBCC in-house. Welcome back. About halfway through game 2 draft. We've swapped sides. Wait, correct? We swapped
Yes.
sides? Yes. So, Team Red is on blue side. Team Black is on red side. Because that's going to get more confusing than it was last game, we're just going to say Team Blue and Team Red. But we have swapped sides. And what do you think about draft so far, Brandon?
So we got the first pick, Oriana, which is a pretty safe blind pick. And it can fit into mini comps. Misfortune Lilia as the response, which Aaron has been playing quite a lot of Lilia, so that's a comfort pick. And Misfortune, not a lot of people know this, but her ult is considered like damage over time, which means when Lilia's sleep goes through, Misfortune ult doesn't wake him up. So if you get a sleep and a Misfortune ult, they'll tank that entire thing without waking up.
That is stupid. Love
Yes.
that. Love that. And I love that they know that they can draft this very confidently.
Yes, I have told them about the combo a few times because I am a Lilia player, and
Okay.
there are some disgusting combos like that.
So this is a Coach Brandon special. This is a Coach Brandon exclusive draft that's happening over here on Team
Yeah.
Red.
Xin Zhao in response, he is going to have to take over the early game because
Yep.
as soon as Lilia gets to her one item spike, especially it seems they're drafting heavy AD if she does opt for the steel caps, and then Xin Zhao and Tristana are going to be doing no damage, especially once the Zhonya's comes in. That's just so much armor.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about Malphite? Malphite
Malphite,
R3
blind
blind
pick
on red side,
With no Silas. Oh wait, never mind. Blue side ban Silas.
which is very strange. I think you kind of want to leave that champion open, and it kind of bleeds into the second half of draft and the second half of bans because I feel like it's kind of like you're kind of like baiting. Like leaving Silas open, it's like there's always the option of somebody taking Silas if there's a bunch of good ults on the other team, and you never want to ban it this early.
Maybe
Unless
they did
somebody's
it
a
to
one trick.
blind the Oriana because they're scared of Silas Ori. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the Malphite on R3. I mean, having Silas gone is nice, and they banned out Gwen Mordekaiser, so they do, right? They're learning. This is something that they would not have done before,
The
but
late support pick.
Yeah, also, again, a late support pick, very, very good. They're taking with Leona, too. That's great. So, Leona is a really good counter to Misfortune because you press one button, you can instantly cancel her ult. And so, them taking it themselves is actually really, really cool.
I think
I
we're
like
going to
seeing
see
that.
the Galio from a Team Blue, perhaps, in F support. If Lilia tries to go into land a Q or a W, the taunt just takes her right out of it. Oh, the Swain.
Swain's looking okay. I don't think it's amazing, but I don't think it's horrible.
Lilia kind of destroys Swain, but Swain's good into the rest of their comp.
Yeah, I think if this is like a Swain, I mean, I think they need to do a flex pick. I think they need to do something that can go top or support, which I think is impossible because we're picking
Pantheon.
Swain. Yeah, like you could go Swain Pantheon and then decide because I think Swain would do good into Malphite, right? Like any AP damage topside, so Malphite can't just go straight into armor is good, especially when you have Tristana Jhin.
Fiora into Malphite. Malphite's known as a classic Fiora counter, although recently, I guess not so recently, grasped Fiora in order to counter it. It makes the matchup more even, and Fiora outscales. The Swain Tristana is a very, very lethal bot lane. As soon as Swain lands one hook, Tristana's early burst damage, Swain slow, the Misfortune, who's fairly squishy now that her damage or her health got nerfed.
I don't know how I
Yeah.
feel about this.
Diana mid into.
What is that matchup?
Once again, it's a counter pick for mid, so we are expecting the mid to get ahead. In last game, Oriana even engaged behind, was getting fantastical ults. So we will see. They're looking for the Diana pull in into Malphite ult and to guaranteed Leona stun Lilia's Misfortune ult.
It's very wombo.
But the problem with this is Fiora can just split push if 5 of them are mid. Oriana can kind of zone him off. Swain, if they go on Tristana and Swain plays away, then Swain could be able to turn the fight around.
Mhm.
But once again, Lilia Misfortune, the wombo combo, if they pull it off, it's way easier to execute, is disgusting.
This is very much. This is exactly like the last game. It's kind of like Team
Swapped
Red.
around.
Yeah, Team Red on blue side. It seems like they're playing for a 4v4 with the Fiora split.
No cure for fools.
And Team Red is going for like team fight 5v5, like nice
Shall I
like
turn in my
flashy
badge and
engage ult
rifle as
combos.
well?
And it's just like entirely. Is this just like gonna be decided through lane phase? Because if blue gets a lead, right? If Jin Zhao, Tristana, Fiora gets a lead, you kind of just run them over.
I do hope we see a cleanse from Tristana.
Yeah.
Cleanses Lilia's worst nightmare. Leona ult too.
Yeah, it's exhaust on Swain. Tristana needs cleanse.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. Blue side draft is so weird to me. It's like super.
If they get an early mid turret, they could potentially play for like a 3-2 top bot split with Fiora, Oriana, and then like Xin Zhao, Tristana, Swain on the other lane.
Yeah.
That way, the Team Black on red side has to split their wombo combo up.
Yeah. Like if they can never group as 5, blue side draft is so much better. But the second we get into team fights, like if they can get to mid game and it's not like a complete loss, then I actually think it's really good for red side. Because like I don't think blue side's gonna have the foresight to give objectives knowing that they'll lose the 5v5. I think that
Agreed.
there's gonna be some like, I don't know if I'd call it ego, but I think that they're just gonna walk to objectives because that's what you do in this game. You walk to objectives and you click your buttons at each other. And I think it's like blue side needs to be okay with giving objectives to push lanes because you have Tristana Fiora. Like your sieging is absolutely insane, and red side has to group for objectives because they know that's the only way they can win. So I think it's kind of like bait and spread. Like it's a lot of cross mapping. Like blue side wants to do a lot of cross mapping this game.
I think for red side, Team Black, it's going to be heavily dependent on the Lilia. She's into 4 champions that she can outskill. Tristana does beat her as most ADCs do, but Tristana especially because later in the game her range is very long, and even if Lilia lands a nice bowling ball into sleep, she can cleanse it or hop away, and yeah, Lilia can run past Oriana balls, space out Xin Zhao, so he should never be able to get a knock-up. Delete Swain's HP, outspace Fiora. It will be, once again, a very... Either side can win this.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
Looking at the player screen, it seems that we are going to have barrier from Tristana.
Barrier, no cleanse? That is so bad. No. He needs to swap. Are we getting into game? Like, how much time does he have left to swap? 30 seconds to swap? Okay,
It
if he
does
doesn't
not
go
seem to
cleanse,
be
that's so
changing
bad.
Any runes or summoners. As a coach, this makes me quite sad to see.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, are we... Not enough thinking going into the runes and the summoner spells, especially on Tristana, into Lilia, Leona.
5 seconds and no cleanse.
Like Leona is the
But
cleanse
we do have
tax.
the exhaust on Swain, like you
That's good.
predicted.
Yeah, it's cleanse tax, right?
Possibly they're just playing to dominate lane so hard.
They won't
with
need it.
the barrier that they don't need cleanse.
But Leona's
Buffer the
Yeah.
and then go a QS, go a McAllis on point.
Yeah, but Leona also has to go ignite in this lane, right? Like you can't exhaust the 2 damage bot lane, so like Leona has to go ignite, and so like cleanse is just getting so much value.
I am unable to see what they took. Leona took exhaust. So it's a double exhaust barrier bot lane. Teleport for Diana and Malphite, then Fiora and Orianna. So it is the same 10 summoners on each side.
Yeah, I mean, let me know how you feel, but I personally don't like taking exhaust when there's so many targets that deal high damage.
Yes.
It just feels like you, especially with Leona Misfortune, like very burst heavy,
Into Swain, Fiora, and Zhao, who
yeah,
all have
heal.
inbuilt healing.
a ton of healing. I think you really want to go ignite here instead of exhaust.
And exhaust isn't going to do anything if they're already knocked up,
Yep.
slept, stunned, pulled in.
Yeah. Yeah, like your team is looking to do damage while they're not hitting targets. And like if they're getting dove on, I mean it's like the target you want to exhaust when the enemy's diving in is Orianna, and Orianna's not going to be anywhere close to them because they're going to take her ball into the middle of the team fight.
I do think as red side's saving grace, if the Lilia is able to get fed and Tristana using the barrier to win lane, the exhaust will be able to remove some of the threat from Tristana so Lilia can do her own thing.
Yeah.
But we will see. Ooh. I don't want to precast while we have the spectator delay, but I looked over at some screens and saw some exciting action.
Oh, it's going to be a juicy start? It's going to be a juicy start to this game?
Not as juicy as last game, but I don't think
okay.
we're ever seeing
It's
that.
not going to be a 5v5
ever
top?
again.
It's not
Oh,
gonna
this
be a
time they're doing
5v5
5v5 bot because they won't expect that.
That's awesome.
Huh.
I'm excited. I'm excited because I think red side has a better draft in theory, but just like last game, if blue side gets that early lead, it's gonna be so hard to play out.
I'm going to go over to set up objective timers real quick.
All right, gonna get the display nice and ready for you guys to watch. I don't know. Let us know down in chat what you guys think about these team comps. I personally am always a fan of wombo combo over like individual skill expression, especially at like a lower level of play. I think we all sit around like silver to plat for both of these teams. And so that's why I think I'm gonna favor red side because I think the execution is fairly simple. And you're never losing a team fight with this comp. I think because blue side has to do more thinking, and they have to play the game kind of like not standard. I feel like I don't favor them as much, but we'll see. I mean, first 5 minutes of the game are going to determine a lot. Who's going to get the pressure? Who's going to get early gold? And yeah, I think blue side can run over this game, and I think red side kind of just needs to hold on until that like 15, 18, 20-minute timer, when all of their champions are kind of like online and ready to go.
And given blue side's team red's suboptimal macro last game and
Yeah.
tendency to just click on a fight and run in mindlessly,
Yeah.
it is seemingly team red favored.
Yep.
It's also amazing to see 5v4 top lane level 1 game 1 and then game 2 0 action. But Swain lands a hook straight off the bat on Misfortune.
Aggressive top side too?
Fiora is just wanting to get in the grass procs to poke Malphite down before he's able to stack mana flow.
When does Malphite start winning? Is it literally like level 2?
Like level 2 Malphite should be winning, but because when Grasp, it's going to be a little closer?
Um,
Or is it like Grasp is at the hard counter?
it's kind of hard to say when Malphite starts winning. It's so dependent on how, like, the lane goes, how Vital spawn, if Malphite, like, what ability he starts, and if he's able to ever get a shove. Because sometimes Vital spawn behind him, and Malphite's able to get a shove, meaning that he's able to push a bit more into Fiora. Comment comes through and lands. Fiora does not use Q to dodge it. Brianna getting some nice poke with Airy.
Is the counter is because Diana has so much mobility, easy to get on top of Orianna and deal damage. And then W, when you're walking up to last hit, kind of like negates the trade pattern because Orianna's like QW is on a pretty long cooldown, huh?
Yes.
Okay. That's
But-
what like seems easy to.
Quinn, I know, has been picking up the recently popularized W. You go either 3 points in it, or you just max it straight up, depending on what you need
Mhm.
for better wave clear. That way you don't need to stand in range of the wave to delete it. So playing sideways from the wave lets you clear the backline minions, and Diana has to choose between going on you or clearing minions. Swain lands a hook, and it gets Misfortune's flash out.
These trades are so good.
Swain seems to be landing quite a few hooks. Ooh, unlucky for Fiora. She Qs at the Malphite and barely out of range misses a Vital and hits a minion. Both junglers are getting their Scuttle Crab and then resetting.
Some nice fair. Some
Oh,
nice fair
and they
League of
both
Legends
cancel their recall at the exact same time
to look mid.
and start it back up again.
Are they gonna do it again? Surely not. Okay, good. Jungle first reset at 4:30, both of them.
Wait, Orianna seemed to place a ward on the ramp to the enemy raptors, so I believe that's why Xin had his back timing so synced up with Lilia. He was just responding to her and trying to cover the dive.
Mhm.
So there we go, the Malphite, he was able to get the push in, so he got quite a lot of damage with the Comet. But
Oh my gosh, this extended trade is crazy.
losing on mana,
They just swapped health bars.
Malphite with no mana, he really wants to just slowly get the mana flow up, but it seems like he used a few too many spells in lane. Orianna is burning through mana quite quickly. Anna looks for a Roma bot, but the Scuttle Crab will spot her.
I mean, I don't think Red Side has to force anything. I mean, it looks like they're trying to like.
Malphite teleports come through, and Fiora is pushing for this level 6 advantage.
I mean, I do like that. Corey's cool with going down CS, and he's like, he's playing for the team.
Well, Malphite hits 6 and then go on Fiora here. No, he's opting to
He's
freeze
freezing
the
it.
wave.
Mm.
Fiora still has teleport, so I wonder if she's going to opt to just walk up knowing that Lilia is on her side of the map. And it seems like she teleports.
TP.
Xin Zhao is getting the dragon in response. Diana is roaming up to the Crubs, and Orianna saves the teleport, but is able to get the last chapter, seemingly going for the defensive Seraphs, knowing that Team Black loves focusing mid and getting their mid laner carry ahead. Scrubs for Drake.
I like the cross mapping.
Yes.
It's a very slow and controlled so far, which is really, really good for Red Side.
Interesting decision on the objectives, though, considering that Red Side wants to play slower for the late game with
Blue Side wants to siege.
dragons, and Blue Side wants to siege with Grubs. But they're denying the enemy team the objective they want, so that's good. Fiora ult comes through, and the camera swaps to Xin because there's action everywhere on the knock-up comes through.
What a good
Misfortune
knock-up.
has
And
no
grab.
flash. Barrier comes through, but it is not enough.
Gosh. Oh, but they traded. Wait, that's awesome. So
That's
they
a
traded on both
double
sides of the
ult
map.
from the side of Team Black. Lilia Malphite. But Fiora has no teleport.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Malphite seems to be rushing the steel cap. Oh, tower. Not going to kill.
Interesting. At least we're caught up in CS.
Fiora is building Gravenus just to heal up from Malphite poke and shove the wave. Malphite is building the steel caps in order to survive Fiora's damage. It is a very effective item. I wonder if that cloth armor is going into a bramble or straight into a sunfire. Xin Zhao and Lilia, standard build.
Fiora up 200, Lilia up 300. Orion mid's even. Looks like AD's even. Support is up around 400. It's 6% go in.
Swain is landing some beautiful hook. Oh, the flash insect by Tristana, forcing out the flash by. So Lilia lands a bowling ball. Barrier comes through. Exhaust on the Lilia is the spacing by
Oh my
Tristana
gosh,
is insane. The
Oh, the
flash
flash
Q by Lilia.
Does Swain win?
Swain does have Conqueror, but so does Lilia.
Oh no.
And
Yeah, it's a double. Okay. Hey, Lilia runs this game. Lilia
But-
runs this game.
one thing to note though, Lilia got super fed, but blue side was able to get the 3 kills slightly earlier.
I think a real Fiora main,
Flash.
Q hits that like the bottom of Vital and then flashes to
Yeah.
the other side for the kill.
Auto on the left and then flash the animation so it goes on the bot side and then Q out so you don't take tower damage. I think would be optimal.
I feel like we're scared.
Lilia is going to get the blue pet, I just realized, which I'm not the biggest fan of, considering you reach the movement speed cap as soon as you get any Q stacks, but it is nice if you're engaging a fight with no way to start off stack.
Doing this so well. I really like the Swain W behind the misfortune, forcing the flash out, or they're gonna get slowed. Very clean.
And
Now they
then
have like so
the
much
insect
priority
by Tristana, I think, may have been a bit of a throw,
Yeah.
but if Lilia wasn't there, it would have been good, but
It looked awesome. It
Yes.
looked awesome. That's all it really
style
matters.
points.
Yeah. What matters is breaking down the will of the other team, and that would piss
Diana falls in for the bait and flash. Ooh, but the flash from Xin Zhao is a bit late. But the swing W. If Xin Zhao flashed to follow the Diana earlier, landing the Oriana ult, that would have been a guaranteed kill. Diana has no flash, Oriana does.
Orion just plays aggressive.
Lilia is walking to the grubs. Lilia and Malphite ult both are up. Diana is walking.
Yeah, I think this is hard losing from blue side.
Tough luck for Xin Zhao.
Yeah.
And instead of simply giving it up, Fiora decides to come down. And the flash, instead of being used to secure the kill on the Malphite, ends up being wasted, flashing from the outer edge of the queue to the other side of the outer edge of the queue.
It's just Swain ult and
Blue side is hard committing instead of just trading an objective. Last time they traded the objective and it went so well.
Yeah.
And then as you called in the pregame analysis, a bit of, you want to call it an ego coming through.
They just walk at them for no reason. And like our Tristana didn't walk up. I think if Tristana walks up there and like
Orianna goes down to catch, I think it's better. Because I think Tristana has more like consistent damage and can actually do something there. I think Orianna's very burst and Swain's like it's Swain's support. Oh, that's such a good ult. Pulls him under turret. Oh, flash, chase him down. That has to be a kill. Yeah, that's a
Nice
kill.
solo kill.
That's a good solo. I mean, we have a huge lead mid. It's like this is basically the opposite of last game.
Yeah.
It was like blue side. It was like blue side jungle mid that was winning, and yeah, this is just the exact
Yeah.
opposite of last game.
I guess it's not based on the teams, it's based on the sides you get for this
Yeah.
series. Nice little Q to get the vital move speed and healing. Last game it was Orianna who was barely losing kills by one auto. Now it's the Fiora. But Lilia has so much impact. 100% KP.
Yeah, this is the amount of gold Lilia has is. Eh.
Will she be able to carry Lilia?
I just wherever Lilia is, there's zero chance of winning for the other team. Like I think they just have to. They need to. One, they're getting pushed in mid bot. They have to ward bot side jungle. Oh wait, they do. They have a ward on bot side jungle. Okay, they know exactly where Lilia is. For the rest of the game, you just cross map from Lilia. You're never going to contest or trade any objectives when she's there.
I do like
No,
the
they're just getting caught. Okay, depending on who the
Lilia
shutdown
has
goes to,
flash
it is
out.
so.
Swain, whenever he has cover, may be able to
We can't catch Lilia. We can't catch Lilia in the time of this.
Oh,
Does Lilia have sleep back yet? Yeah.
yes.
He's dead. It's another kill.
That fight was way messy. The parry under tower on the Malphite. Oh, what an insane reaction. The flash to cancel the Q, but it does not matter.
Wow.
Great reaction from Fiora to bring back the top lane.
Yeah, that's a mind game. Holding it at 1 HP for that long. We didn't get to watch it. I'm almost positive there was a really long extended fight topside that led to Malphite getting going like that, and he probably just completely forgot about Fiora
Demolish
W.
coming through. The plates are already gone, so does not get as much of a plate. Something to keep in mind. Blue side, although they are down in kills, did get the feat of warfare. So if Fiora, with this teleport up, Malphite no flash, Xin Zhao in the top side, can secure this first tower for another game of like 16-minute feats. Lilia's bot side and blue side is pinging a missing. They do see the Lilia.
You can just force something topside.
Back to what I was saying, I do really like the Ionian boost on Lilia as opposed to the steel caps I was talking about, because contrary to expectations, Tristana is not the one getting ahead. It is the Orianna and Swain, so the steel caps aren't as necessary, but the flash to dodge, this Swain hook to get to safety, to engage. Seraph's shield is enough to save Orianna.
That is such a massive shield.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to ask the question. Lost chapter, Bramble's vest on Malphite. What are our thoughts?
Red side already has so much damage with the 7-0 Lilia. You're just going triple AP top side.
Yep.
Fiora is going to be able to happily get mercs. Same with Xin Zhao. You already see him building towards it. Flash on down.
Yeah, no flash mid. That was pretty well played. I also think, I mean, going back to the Malphite items, is it not just infinitely better to continue to stack armor with the
Yes.
double AD topside? Like
Yeah.
the only person you're going to be interacting with for most of the game is the split pushing Fiora.
3 AD champions, and they're not even casters. They're all auto attackers. They cannot avoid the Bramble, Sunfire, Frozen Heart. Just
Where did these games go wrong?
I mean, it's not even wrong yet. It's still so up in the air.
We were saying blue side needs to grab its early in their pretty far behind with Tristana Jin Zhao.
Oh, that is Thebes going over to able to
Nobody covers?
I wasn't watching that because there's so much action on the other side of the map. And then Dragon grub set 1 and Repair 1 is enough.
I know Diana does like a ton of damage to turrets, but I don't think one kill should convert to a turret. Because it was like, I don't think Diana had multi-turret until that kill. Because it was thinking Orion had a main shot.
Did someone rotate by? Genuinely looking. And we see the dive. Taking it. But Lilia's here to clean. What will do? Will she dive for the tower? Oh, Inhib's coming. Inhib's coming down. This is not ideal for Red Side. The slide parry comes through. Fiora ult. Combo's a bit slow. And unfortunately, the anti-heal on Misfortune stopping the Dragon's
Yeah, I don't know.
Red Side has an opportunity to use this bot inhib to make plays outside, but if not, they're just going to give over 3 gold to the blue side, taking a 18-minute inhib. And it being on the side of this dragon, blue team does want to push out bot wave anyway, so it's not going to be much additional pressure for the purpose of dragon.
Who do you think? Who should blue side be putting into waves? I mean, they're gonna get so much golden XP. I think by like
Tristana on that.
yeah.
The one person able to deal with Lilia. Fiora doesn't have the raw damage to counter this and Walker spoke up on top anyways.
And I think like catching an inhib wave, especially this early, it pretty much just like puts you out of the game for like 6 to 7 minutes.
Tristana's coming, so Oriana looks to be cut out.
It sucks that you're losing the entire member. You're gonna have to fight it 3v4. I think they just get on the opposite side of the map. So you don't want to push out bot side because they're all going to be sitting on drag. I think you want to push out mid here so that you can drop top and dive.
Malignance does come through for Malphite.
I don't think that's necessary.
As we see the Hexdrinker as predicted from Fiora. Lilia has a shattered arm guard, but with how much gold she's getting, it is going to be upgraded into a Zon. It does not matter. Or demolish with tower in front of Malphite. Coming through from Oriana, but it is not necessary. Will they be playing for the Otacon or looking to catch out Lilia?
Nobody needs to get bot wave. It's a double stack is going in.
This is
Bot lane's resetting for it.
Fiora's resetting to has teleport up, but Oriana's teleport is wasted, not going for Otacon.
Somebody needs to push out bot all the way to turret. You legitimately you have to walk this
It has
way
to be just
so far out of the base because if you don't, you're constantly going to be having to back to this, and then the other team can just take whatever objective they want to. Like right now, they're on Otacon. Because we didn't sit bot and catch like 2 more waves, we just have to sit down here. If we would have just sat bot and moved it hard, we could have like just got rid of it.
This is ruinous. Supposed to be buffing with a few rates and 5 drugs.
Your Tristana isn't there. Waste time walking there. I think we could just finish pushing out bot there. I mean, where they're going. They're not spending anything really. I think it's just a waste of time. It's kind of wasting time walking straight up there and not getting anything out of it.
Started off so well for Team
Yeah.
top lane, kind of not as aggressive as we would have liked, gave up some kills. Bot lane, a bit too aggressive. The insect giving Lilia over double.
I can't
happened. So Lilia's kills from the
Lilia
beginning,
got a
it was
kill
double
top. Got a kill top with the slash R. I mean, not the slash, the double R. And then
reset, walked straight bot and got a double.
Then Oriana was 2-0 in mid. Then Lilia walked bot and got a double after Swain, I believe, was 2-1, 2-0. Anna was 1-0, and then just got the double kill cleanup after blue side committed too hard.
And then after that, it's when they walked to the grub fight, right?
Yes.
So like one kill top.
And then they walked towards the dragon fight.
Yeah, and then it was like, I think it was one kill to the Lilia in the top fight, I believe. I don't think it was 3. I think it was like Misfortune got 2 and Lilia got 1. And then drag fight, Lilia got 1, I believe, maybe 2. But this was like, I don't even think it was like some insane like jungle macro or decision making. It was kind of like you do the easy thing, you walk towards the lane that's shoved in, and they're just kind of like giving over free kills because they're not like, oh, but you want to
Pick off the Malphite. Fiora ult unnecessarily coming out. Fiona ult also unnecessarily coming out.
the bot and hips back up. Game's kind of stabilizing now. They need to push out waves, and they need to call for like some sort of objective to do.
One thing to keep in mind, after the start, Sleep comes through. One thing to mention from early game, blue side did see the Lilia, knew she passed bot to top, had vision on her recall, and then forgot she existed. Because if they were accurately keeping track of her passing bot to top, would have expected that top gank and then would have known she was bot to clean up. So even when Team Blue is getting vision, it seems they are egoing and not playing around it. Or just being too hyper-focused.
Yeah.
The Sanya's coming through with a Lilia. It's going to be extremely difficult for Team Blue to come back.
Give whatever objective that wants to go for, you can give. Lily has flash on him. You just cannot fight. I don't think you're allowed to walk up here. But I mean, last game, the exact opposite thing happened, right? We thought one team was hard stuffing. They chose to fight, and the team that we thought was hard winning, and it was like no contest. They got wiped 0 for 5.
It is only a 4,000 gold win, and I imagine 80% of that leads on Lilia.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe Lilia like overexcited.
Swing steals the ocean trade? What? And they're still walking at him? Just as you said, this game is full of surprises.
This is so nuts.
Is blue team looking for a Baron with an ult down? Or are they?
I don't
No,
think
they're
not
just
allowed to
claiming
walk
the scuttle
anywhere.
crab and baiting them into the fight.
Don't stack. We're stacking into a Malphite Lilia for no reason.
What did we miss while we were gone? Anything?
0 kills.
0 kills. Okay.
Pushing out
So-
waves.
Okay, so we took a little pause, took a little break. This is even mid. Bot is losing bot side.
Diana opted to upgrade her boots into tier 3 quite early.
Yeah, I think it's a waste of gold until like after 3 or 4 items.
Especially with Diana wanting that Zanya so badly.
They just have to play around Fiora for the rest of the game now, right?
If there was no tower there, I think Fiora can just run down Diana. All 4 teleports are currently up.
I'm very happy with how controlled some of these mid games are. There's no unnecessary fighting. It's always like someone's overextended, and so it's good to make a play, or we're kind of like sitting around waiting for objectives. Just stacking a bush. I mean, it worked last time. Got to pick on the Malphite. Red side did not want to take any objectives because they were down a man.
Lilia's walking up right as the 4 stack ends. What
Play around
crazy
Fiora.
timing.
It's kind of smart. The only people that can match Fiora is just AP damage, right? So you can
Yeah.
just build Merc Treads.
It seems to not be active in merch threads as of now. I guess that's not too bad considering the main form CC merch is going to be helping against is the Leona, who
Yep.
will never be matching Fiora.
There,
I wonder if she's going to opt for Swifties instead, with the Malphite Lilia slows.
when you hit bowling ball right there on Lilia over the wall onto Oriana, do you just commit, knowing that if you kill one, it's fine?
I think you can't commit there because Tristana was able to collect the super minion sideways for quite a while with a fully stacked Meatball and IV. And there we see it, Tristana pumping out
Oh my
damage.
gosh, good flash from
Oh!
Tristana.
So Oriana ult to catch the Leona, and Lilia's forced to Zanya's early because of it. And the damage
Okay.
will not be enough. Shutdown
That
goes
was
to Oriana.
So well played. Oriana Tristana just smurfed that fight. That was
Blake
so nice.
loving the Tristana insects, and this time, knowing where Lilia is, actually pulls it off.
It's
Malphite, no ult, going AP has nothing to contest him.
I mean, he saw Swain steal an objective. Maybe he can do the same. He has flash up. He just wants to get vision on it.
But going AP, he cannot resist it.
Wait, did bot side trade? Look, Fiora and Diana are both dead. Did they trade under
Yes,
turret? They
if
did.
you look at the
Wow.
death, so
They just destroyed one under turret.
mid lane is even in gold. Lilia's up 3,000. Fiora's up 4,000 after Malphite had 5 KP 12 minutes in. Tristana and Misfortune are fairly even. Surprising considering the super minions. And Swain is up a mere 400 gold. But that gold is much more useful on a Swain than a Leona.
Oriana just
What are with these
one-shot
steals?
this.
Game 1, Jarvan steals a 3rd grub, or 6th grub. And then Swain steals a Drake, and Oriana steals a Scuttle. Malphite is forced to go top to catch this wave. Has teleport, but it will not be coming up fast enough.
We just can't resist. We actually just can't resist going in for no reason. What?
Zanya's was down. Or,
Did we just...
no, wait, did he just buy Zanya's, or is it down?
I don't know. It still doesn't make... Like,
Yeah.
why did his team not commit? I honestly don't think that was a bad ult.
Yeah,
Like,
he
where's-
landed it on a bunch of them, but there's no team to follow up, and the Zanya's doesn't even come through to buy time.
Yeah, it's very disconnected. It like wasn't horrible if there was somebody behind him, but nobody was there. So
Malphite pushing this wave, trying to get power. Ult for ult.
18,
Oriana is
16.
using Baron to push bot. but is unable to finish the tower off.
Oriana's E move speed is crazy. And look at the
The
siege.
W move
Oh
speed
my
and
gosh. That was a full HP turret, by the way.
here's what we were talking about, a split push from the side of Team Red on blue side.
I don't. So what happened
Ooh, oh,
topside Baron?
Rylai's-
What happened topside Baron that the game is in this state now so quickly? So quickly, just completely shifted. It was nobody peeled for Misfortune.
was playing too far down towards the bush that I believe was unwarded, got caught out, and then gave Tristana a reset, allowed her to double jump into the back line for the insect into the Oriana. Hello, how's the audio?
Still,
Hello, hello.
I can hear myself.
Alright, we are back. Sorry for the audio issues. And Fiora ulting the Malphite makes his flash come out. Oriana is splitting bot and Diana is moving upwards to try to join the fight.
Malphite has to ult out again. Malphite is not allowed to get away with anything on side lanes. I think every single time he's walked up to push a second wave, he's had to burn flash or ult every single time.
That's what happens when you go AP Malphite into a Fiora. You have no defenses, and your one move you rely on, parry.
If he skips Malignance and just goes like 3 armor items in a row, is he just allowed to walk at Fiora, or does it like
He
once
needs to
Fiora hits
push
that-
his lead
Mhm.
mid-game, which 5 assists, amazing lead,
Mhm.
right? He needs to be able to push that, and then you're able to push her out of lane early, delay her spikes, and then once Fiora gets to the point where she can 1v1 the Malphite, he shouldn't be 1v1ing her anyways, right?
Yeah. I mean, it seems like the money that was spent towards Malignance is what affected him being able to stay in lane, which slowly caused him to like bleed his lead
Yes.
that he had.
Because yes, you have a powerful ult, but even ignoring the parry, if Fiora, you're not really going to be poking her out once she has Ravenous Hydra, some magic resist, grasp, second wind, de-shield, the healing from vitals. So if you're not able to poke her out to get the ult into kill range, you're just wasting over 3,000 gold on useless stats. There we see. No ult, no damage.
They're gonna sleep? Oh, they're not even gonna use it anymore. Okay. Trading 1 for 1.
Shutdown goes onto the Lilia though. And Diana falls.
It sucked. Bezonius ran out the second that Tristana
Yeah.
bomb went off. Lost so much health for that. That's Soul. Well, it should be Soul. I'm gonna say
15
it
seconds
should
on
be
the
Soul.
Drake. Lilia does have flash, Zanya's, and sweep. I don't know how much I like this Rylai's from Lilia. In theory, it's good that way Fiora can't chase you. It's easier for Leona to land her skill shots on the Oriana persona. But in practice, I would prefer more of a either tanky option in a Bloodletters or a damaging option in a Ragnons.
Is that Leona out healing swing damage? Okay, there we go. That fight was... Oh,
And
no.
there we see Ocean Soul on Swain.
Yeah, that is so nuts.
Misfortune and Malphite do have anti, but with the base healing from everyone's kits, the healing items, the parry on the Diana ult to block the damage, but doesn't get the stun, but it doesn't matter. Fun fact, if you parry Diana ult, it does not count as a person for damage calculations, meaning you parry the pool, you can look for the stun, and even if it misses, no damage coming from the ult. Teleport from the Orianna to try to push this lead and protect the Fiora, and even though not going to get much of a bot, Stana is pushing mid, so you can just fall back to help this boost. Malphite, no ult, sweep is in, but Lilia, 3 health items, not going to be doing much. What is Orianna building next? Is that a Storm Surge? Try to would prefer Rip bringing, if you can out heal the initial burst. They don't have much magic resist, so yeah, Storm Surge is good, but the base MR is going to start coming through, and the healing on Crypt Bloom into a burst comp. Survive the Malphite ult, and you guys win. Wonder if we will see the last item. Swain smartly getting the Spirit Visage for the core APs, and Misfortune, who is not doing too much, amplifying his healing, amplifying the Ocean Soul healing. Bloodthirster from Tristana, knowing that she is the main damage threat in these team fights, and she just needs to stay alive. Shield is going to be stacking with Ocean Soul, meaning she should be full health, and the Lilia Sleep will not be able to assassinate her. Oh, what is that Orianna damage? Q should come through for the kill.
Oh my god.
The flash
Yeah, this
into
is
the
game.
micro Q, and that's
We just finished that bot, man. That was such a well played game. Again, I think
10,000 gold lead from blue side.
I think this was very similar to what happened last game.
But this time I think the other team out macro them.
Yeah, I know. It was just like such a good early game, and then like a horrible mid game, and then they bring it back in the late game. It's a 2-0 win for Team Red over Team Black at Lbcc Esports.
I believe that puts both teams at a 3-1 standing, if I am not mistaken.
And we would like to thank you guys for tuning in and watching, and we will see you guys on the next stream.
Very exciting games today. Looking to see more of this in the future. Very promising players on both teams. Couldn't have asked for any more. Thank you for watching.